Hi, Chris. It's Saturday, September 4th, and I'm going to start off with a question for you because you didn't answer it last time. What do we want to do if someone misses a day of scheduled videos? Do we want to skip their day and the next person just goes ahead and does the next video on the following day? Or do we want to let the schedule kind of slide until said person does their video? So you miss a day. Do I do my video the next day? Or do I wait until you've done your video to do my corresponding video? Also, I'm not 100% sure we're on the same page with scheduling, so I wanted to ask, is it supposed to be that I do a video, the next day you do a video, the next day I do a video, etc.? Or is it supposed to be a gap day in between? Like I go blank day, you go blank day, I go. Again, any of that is fine by me. Just want to know how you want to go. I know that you mentioned that the 10-hour stuff, the 10-hour work days, made it kind of tough to come home and do them every day. So I thought, spacing it out a little bit more might A, give us a little bit more to talk about, and B, it could make it easier, you find a day that works and record it then as opposed to having to do it really, really frequently. So yeah, either way works. Just let me know what you want to do. In other news, we'll touch on work a little bit. I tried to go into work today, this morning, Saturday morning, and it wasn't by mistake. I forgot that it was the weekend. Oh no. I know I've talked about in the last video that it's a 3-day weekend and we got time off on Friday, and that's great and all. But there was some stuff that I really wanted to get done, and I thought the weekend would be a good time to do it because it'd be really quiet in the office. I find that I can actually get a lot more done. I can go in for a half day, and if no one's there, it's so quiet, I get as much done in a half day as I get done in a normal full day, or at least close. So I was hoping to do that. Unfortunately, the building was not open, so I could not go into my office this morning. So I ended up going to Panera and drawing instead. Another note on the work front that's full of awesomeness. Yesterday, I had a meeting with a senior executive at the company, and so it was kind of funny because she had a meeting scheduled with someone else at 8:30, so we set our meeting for 7:30, but she didn't know exactly where in the office building. It was outside of our location, so she didn't know where she was going to be, so she said she'd just email me with the location. She knew what building it was going to be in, but since I hadn't heard from her, I was waiting. I had to be able to get the email, right? So I'm waiting in my office to get the email. She sends me an email at 7:38 with the location. I don't know if she thought somehow I would be checking my mail from there, but I couldn't. Didn't have any way to. So it's it was 10 miles away. I door to door from my office to being in the room that we were holding the meeting, 22 minutes. And this was, like I said, 8 o'clock, so traffic was not exactly light. Not going to talk about the numbers that my speedometer read. They didn't get into the triple digits, and that's all I'm going to say. But it was successful. I was successful in getting there, and it turned out that her 8:30 meeting had been canceled, and that's why she was a little late even getting to me with the room number. Would have been nice if she had mentioned that in her email, but no. The good thing, though, coming out of the meeting, she was blown away by the not even close to finished version of the product I'm producing, to the point that she's setting up all kinds of stuff for me to demo it with other senior executive types and whatnot. She basically said to give her the word when I felt I was ready, and then she would make things happen. So that's really cool. I'm excited. On another note, tonight, this evening, Becky and I are going for a yearly event that you and your lovely wife have inspired. We're going to go for the belated birthday dinner. It's not always belated, that's not the part you inspired, but at the Melting Pot. So that'll be delicious, and I say you inspired it because, of course, you and your wife are the only reason that I was ever exposed to the Melting Pot when we went there with you way back when it first opened in Jenks. So I'll enjoy, and I'll say thanks again for exposing me to that and starting a yearly tradition that I think is just utterly delicious. And I guess the last thing for today's video is I want to show you a little bit about Maryland and the driving experience here. So enjoy. This is a clip from a local highway. So we're driving here along Highway 295, and basically what I wanted to illustrate was that there are a lot of trees in Maryland. You can see this is a two-lane major highway, and we're completely surrounded by trees on both sides of the street. So it's really pretty cool. It's a really pretty place to be during the summer and spring. During the winter, it can be kind of depressing because you just have a lot of dead trees. But it's nice. There are little spots that you can kind of make out where they've got this fancy brickwork along the highway, which is nice. It's nothing you'd ever see in Oklahoma. But that's about all I wanted to show you. Okay, and with that, I'm going to call it a wrap for the day. Chris, I will see you on Monday. Don't forget to be awesome.